It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Panthers and the Packers. And
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kramer. He'll get 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 54 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Panthers at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking to stop for once, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Channing Tindall in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him and It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Woods the receiver in motion left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The numbers for Jones last week, 16 carries, 70 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
When you get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 42-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. Use my binoculars to make sure on that one. They showed an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit him 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. Airing it out deep for Woods. And and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on... So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
One play action, Fields.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now we give to Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
This is caught.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half. And he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 31, Fields. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Fields now to throw.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw is Fields.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second down, another run with Taylor, and he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rolling to his right.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Matt LaFleur loudly brings in his objections. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Here's Fields.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw ran him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
73 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Panthers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now back to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This offense on third down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
On first down, it's Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So that... just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, this is taken at the 23. Oh, look at the juke. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
89 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds it.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something execute.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second